My name is Scottie Day. I'm the Associate Chief Medical Officer at UK Healthcare and Kentucky Children's Hospital, and I'm the Chief of Pediatric Critical Care. In February of 2014, my wife and I were at a point where we weren't for sure whether Lexington was where we were supposed to be. And we prayed a lot, and long story short, a lot of opportunities came up, but we decided this is where we were going to be. So I decided it was time for me to relook at my life insurance and disability insurance policies. So I went for a life insurance physical. I thought, there's nothing going to be wrong. Why would there be? Then the bomb dropped. And it came back and it said that I had some abnormalities in my liver. I thought, well, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a healthy young guy. These have to be wrong. And then so in July, I went in to see a liver specialist and did a battery of tests. And then that's when I was told I had primary sclerosing cholangitis. When I first heard it, I was like, well, this can't be real. This can't be, this really can't be what's happening right now. There's not a treatment. There is not a cure. The liver disease often results in liver failure. I remember being fearful of the disease and fearful of what the change would be in our lives. It was more of a fear of what it meant for my family than it was for me. That day, everything changed, and we became more intentional in our life. I'd been given a diagnosis of uncertainty. In many ways, that changed my prayer life. I think that I really never understood what grace really meant until I became fully obedient to God and fully obedient to the promises He's made. We went back for a follow-up, and it had been over a year. It had been about 14 months since the diagnosis. And I'll never forget sitting in that room with my wife that day and the physician coming in and saying, there's no evidence of disease. Your liver functions are normal. Your MRI looks normal. And at that point in time, I was as speechless as I was when I first got the diagnosis. Now, as we talk about how's it changed our life, in many ways, my disease is gone. There's no evidence of the disease. But my wife and I hold this true, is that we want to live our life every day to be fully obedient, to fully trust God, to know that His grace can change everything. And it may not always be the story that I'm telling where that my disease is gone. But I recognize more than ever the power of prayer, the power of obedience, and the power of God.